to you, hear your concerns, whatever they are, and try our best to have them resolved very quickly. All right, so the Met Office is telling us of a significant concentration of Saharan dust, which is expected overnight. So that's from tonight. They're expecting this significant concentration of Saharan dust, which I'm sure going to take us right through to tomorrow and beyond. And earlier today, when we spoke with the Met Office, they were talking about the temperature being 25 degrees Celsius, which is about 77 degrees Fahrenheit. And the expected high, 31, which is just about 87 degrees Fahrenheit. It's kind of hot. It will be hot. Yeah, it is generally hot, but it's a good day for beach and so on, swimming pool and that kind of thing. Yeah. All right. So 622-4911. Good afternoon to you, caller. Go ahead. You're on.
Good evening, Sharon.
Good afternoon to you, sir.
Yeah, Ernest Morris here again. I spoke to someone called me earlier on today and told me I wouldn't call them from NIB and tell me I have to refile everything again. I just get frustrated. I know what to do.
Well, we spoke with them, sir. We spoke with them on Friday and again this morning, and they indicated to us that you were contacted directly with an update, and a way forward was discussed, and they advise you regarding the next step. So there's nothing we can do. We have been trying to help you, and they have been responding as time goes on. So whatever they told you today, I suppose that's what it is.
Yeah, I understand. I mean, I just trying to inform you that what went on.
Yeah, well, we mentioned everything, but we want to have a little conversation with them again regarding that file.
I'd be grateful for the 5 years,
Yeah, because I don't understand. I want to talk with them and ask them, how is it that I was looking back at some of the responses, if you just bear with me, let me see if I can put my hands on it, actually. And one of the responses they gave is that that was in June, and I'm going to talk to them about that. They were saying that the matter has been escalated for urgent review with the relevant unit, right? So that's what they were saying there, for urgent review. They also went on to say to us that arrangements are being made for direct contact to be made with you to provide you with an update as to the status of your refund and so on. And then when you spoke with us last week, you said they suddenly told you after doing all of that they could not locate your file. When
it went to account, when I remember your record collection, I told you that they tell me that they go to account for payment.
Yeah,
and suddenly now they can't find it now.
Yeah, well, we'll have a little talk with them. Although they spoke with you and so on, we just want to find out something from our end. But whatever they told you to do, I guess you should start doing it now. But we just want to talk with them on it a little bit more, okay?
All right, thank you very much.
All right, and at the same time, we still want to thank the folks at NIB for reaching out to the caller, to Morris, and giving him whatever advice that is needed at this time to take this thing forward. And I hope that this time it really goes through and it is totally resolved. 622-4911. Again, welcome to Connect with Sharon. And there's a self-help issue for Mrs. Walters in San Juan, where she said she spoke with the National Commission for Self-Help mid last year. And she was given assurances that all the documents were in place. She went to the hardware, got the information, passed it on to the office in Port of Spain. But to date, she has not gotten any further with nothing positive. Well, Mrs. Walters, we are following up with the folks at the National Commission for Self-Help on that issue. And Ms. Jatan out there in Rio Claro, regarding the heart clinic matter, the Regional Health Authority has taken note of it. They are looking to resolve that issue. And you have the second issue, which is a refrigerator, which you purchased at an appliance store in South Trinidad also, in March this year. And you're telling us that from day one, that refrigerator has been giving you a lot of problems. You have been talking with them. They sent a technician. Something is never right. And it has been a back and forth. You said you requested an exchange in April, May, but to date no one has spoken to you or reached out to you. We have already reached out to the appliance store and they will contact you before the end of the day, okay? 622-4911. And out there in the Arima area where residents were talking about not receiving a pipe-borne supply for over 3 months. And the responses from WASA CSRs were all varied and different. and they wanted to at least have water in their taps and so on. Well, we know that WASA reached out to you, and you all had a conversation, and things seems to be on stream. So thanks very much to the folks at WASA for reaching out. Again, 622-4911. And Matura called in to say thanks earlier today. For he was very grateful for our help with his national insurance, which is settled, and also the medical reports from the Eric Williams Medical Sciences Complex. So we want to say thanks very much to the folks at NIB for resolving Mr. Matura's concern, and at the NCRH or the Eric Williams Medical Sciences Complex, thank you very much. You know who you are, for putting together the medical report for the gentleman. We're indeed very grateful for your intervention in getting it settled for him. Again, 622-4911, and we have been talking. Let's pause there. Good afternoon to you, caller. All right, well, try again. Yeah, we are right here. Okay, so Robin, your social service matter is engaging the attention of the folks at social services. I just wondered if they reached out to you and if any sort of response was provided. I know that you suffered a stroke and you had other health challenges, and 2 years ago you applied for that senior citizens grant, so we know that they were working on it. Good afternoon to you. Welcome, caller, you're on.
Good afternoon, miss.
Go ahead, sir.
I don't have a complaint, so I would like to just praise a government for the service that I got last. Is that possible?
Repeat, go ahead, sorry.
I said I don't have a complaint, but I wanted to praise a government office that I went to for the service I got last week.
Well, which office is this?
That is the Ministry of Legal Affairs office.
And you got through well there?
Arima.
Oh, Arima. Mm-hmm.
They are professional.
Mm-hmm.
Professional. So this is, and I want to thank you very much.
You're breaking up a little bit, but what you're saying, you want to thank the folks at the Ministry of Legal Affairs and Arima.
Yes.
That they treated you well.
The service, they treated me well, and the service excellent.
All right, well, that's good. I'm so happy to hear something good for a change. Thanks for calling in, sir.
Thanks, ma'am. All
right, well, kudos to the folks at that Arima office of the Ministry of Legal Affairs. Let's hope Port of Spain can do just as good, yeah? All right, so the gentleman wanted to thank you. He says your service is excellent. That's great. Good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon.
Yes, sir.
I'm calling from Papuri Road, Upper Barrack 4. We have some potholes on the road there that you cannot even drive. In fact, you could drown in some of these holes. We would like who in charge to take a look at it and see what they could do.
Well, have you spoken to your member of parliament?
I have tried getting on to him, but with no success.
And what's his name?
That is Dr. Rupnarayan.
Okay, all right, okay. And what about your councillor?
He doesn't see our councillor.
Do you know who your councillor is, sir?
No.
Okay, you all need to do that. So you would be under what?
We have been trying to get this hole fit. In fact, grass is growing in some of the holes.
Okay, which regional corporation is responsible for where you are? Is it Princestown?
We are in Naparima, so it should be Pinal DB. I think
it's under Pinal DB. Okay, Pinal DB. All right, so you're talking about these holes on Papuri Road?
Yeah.
All right, well, we will reach out to your councillor and hear what that councillor is doing. All right?
Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome. Good afternoon to the folks down there, the Pinal DB Regional Corporation. There are 1 or 2 councillors there who are really excellent. I can't even send the email to them and then suddenly I just see a response quickly and they already checked up and the response is always on point. They never tell me something that is not going to happen. And one of them is I forgot his name, but the councillors, they are really, our councillor Prasad Singh is one fantastic councillor. Good afternoon to you.
Yes, ma'am. Good afternoon to you, Ms. Farfan. Relative to what I spoke to you about last week, the street light on Sandy Road, which is off the Camaran Road, Pity Valley. You had asked me to get the polite pole number, but it is difficult in that the vine that goes right up to the top, what we were told is that we shouldn't interfere with it relative to the vines that grow up. That is TNTech responsibility. so I was unable to give you the light pole number. But when you're coming to Sandy Road, the first street light, the lamp pole light on your right-hand side, that is the one where the light is malfunctioning.
Okay, malfunction in what way? Comes on and stays
No,
on?
it stopped coming on and
Totally.
off. Now
So
it's
it's
completely it's not coming on at all.
All right, when we had a conversation, did you give me your telephone number also?
I think you have it. Yeah, yes, I left the telephone number with you.
You left it. What was your... Just give me your first name only.
Junior.
Could you kindly call off and leave it again?
Okay, will do. Will do. I do it 4141.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I'm sorry if I have to do this again. I can't recall this one at all.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah, but we'll
thanks
take it
anyhow.
from there, and you can give Tiantek the exact location of how to find it, okay?
Yeah, will do. Thanks
So do
again.
call
Have a
us.
good one.
You're most welcome. We'll be glad to intervene there.
Okay then.
Yeah.
All right, bye.
All right, well, most of the calls, we try returning all the calls that we've gotten, but that name doesn't seem to ring a bell. I'm so sorry. Welcome, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Sharon.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm the lady with the HTC issue from Sharford Court
Okay, Sharpwood.
with the leaking roof whenever it rains.
Okay, uh-huh.
I've been trying my best to get on to HTC, and I don't know, no one is in that office.
Oh, none of the numbers are working.
They gave me the numbers, but when you dial it, it's ringing, and then it will stop.
Oh, I see. Well, we try and find a number that's working for you.
After today, when it rains, I
Yeah.
have to put up something to catch water.
And that's coming from the roof again?
Yes, in the crease.
So from where?
It's from the roof, but I'm on the second floor, so it's coming through the crease.
Oh, so there's someone above you. There's another tenant just above you then.
Three,
Okay.
3, 4, and 5, and then the roof.
All right. I believe I have your number somewhere.
Yes.
Right. So, in fact, I think I tried. Yes. I'm seeing somewhere I have it here where we tried returning your call but didn't get through. Yeah, I did try returning your call sometime last week. Yeah, but we'll try again because we have the number. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So we'll return your call.
Okay, bye.
All right, and we'll also get from the HEC a number where people can actually get through to someone to have a human voice talk with them. We'll try and get that for you. All right, let's move down to the San Fernando General Hospital issue. Primity, the ultrasound results are ready. So that's some good news. Thanks very much to the folks at the hospital. So your ultrasound results are ready, Primity. Someone from the hospital would contact you sometime today. So you all can make arrangements as to what time you can come by to collect and to whom you should ask or who you should ask for, okay? So that has already been worked on, and we want to say thanks very much to the RHA for that. And thanks very much to the Ministry of Social Development. We know that you have reached out to Basday. She applied for senior citizens grant since last year. She has been unable to get anyone to visit, like a site visit and so on. Well, we know that you have reached out to her, and let's see what it says here. And they even provided you with a telephone contact to keep in touch with them. So thanks very much for reaching out to Basday. You called her last Thursday, and that is something we're very grateful for. So thanks very much to Minister and her team for reaching out to that caller. Welcome, good afternoon. Go ahead, please, you're on.
Hello, good day, Sharon. Sorry for bothering you again, but the same thing with water. I just want some to get some inside, but...
Where is this?
This is the same Manipur Road move on Carroll Beard on the left-hand side.
The left side, which is not receiving.
Yes, because, as I tell you, well, last week we did get some.
Yeah, you mentioned
in
that.
the yard. I'm thankful for it.
Well, there's nothing more we can do, and we have been talking to WASA, so I guess you all just have to keep calling them now, because each time you call, we have reached out to WASA.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we'll reach out again and see what they can do to ramp up the pressure a bit, okay?
Yes, because Wednesday, Thursday they sent some. Not Wednesday, Thursday it had any flat, but we didn't get any as usual down the road, but we didn't get any.
Oh
But
my.
it's just the house I want some water for because I get a little bit in the yard until whenever I get again. But the house, my tank reach about 2 or 3
And it is not
now.
it is not just you, it is all the others who live on the left
Yes,
side.
I know.
No, I'm
Yes,
asking.
yes.
I'm asking. I just want to verify
No,
this.
no. The other side ain't getting either. No, the other side because my neighbor and all ain't getting.
Okay, but let's
And
let's
one
concentrate.
underneath Me
Let's,
and all ain't getting.
let's concentrate on the left side. All the folks on the left side with you.
Yes.
Nobody
Nobody
receives.
on the left is not getting. It's
Right.
just down on the right.
Yeah, same thing. Okay.
So she tell me she does go and talk to them when she go up to pay, and when she talk to them, she did get water that time, and since after they start with
Okay.
the same thing again.
All right. Well, we will reach out to them to get them to ramp up that service a little bit more, that pressure. Okay. Don't know what
Yeah,
else
I
they
hope
can do.
Wednesday
I really hope they
but I
can.
get a little bit in my tank for the house.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll see what we can do when I come
But
up
sorry
there.
for bothering your tank here again because sometimes I don't feel the call. I just get tired too.
All right. But there's only so much we could do. I can't control what, so we can
Yes,
ask
I
nicely.
know, I
Yeah,
know
no, I'm
that.
just saying.
I
Yeah.
know that, but I had to go and talk to my MP too
Oh,
because I
gosh.
called them too. But
And who's
I
your
don't
MP?
know
Who's
if
your
it's
MP?
the, councillor. If I get through to the councillor, but I don't know his
Your council
number,
is
and I
scarce.
get
All right.
it.
Well, we really have to find some way for your council to reach out to you all, and to talk with,
Yes,
to have that
I want to
meeting.
get.
Yeah, I think your council should meet. We'll talk with your council, okay?
Yes, because if I get his number, I could deal with him.
All right. Well, we'll reach out to him in some way.
Yes.
All right. Thanks for calling.
Yes, and thank you again for the lights, because I tell you we get the
Oh
lights.
yes, you told me TNT
Yes,
came
so it's
by.
just the water now.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks
So
very much.
again.
Okay,
yeah,
well-
yeah, yeah.
You're welcome.
You have a blessed day. Thanks.
You too, ma'am, and the people in Monrepo Road, Morva. I wish I can do more. All right, but thanks again to TNTech for resolving the blown bulbs issue out there in Monrepo Road in Morva. What we're going to do, we're going to take that quick break, and we'll be right back.
Your stories, your communities, your country.
Why is Talk City 91.1 FM the leading talk station in Trinidad and Tobago? Because nobody delivers conversations like we do. Start your mornings with Ground Report. Andy Pitbull Williams, Lennox Smith, and Nigel Snipes setting the agenda from 6 to 9 a.m. Then it's Off the Record with Stefan Reese and Mr. X, Fearless Talk, and the issues everybody's discussing. Stay connected with Sharon. Take it front with Officer Shabadi. Go beyond limits with Roland Stewart. Drive home with Heavy Duty and David Welch on Under the Radar. And wrap up your day with Kingsley and OB on The Wrap Up. Real talk, real people, real Trinidad and Tobago. Listen live on Talk City 91.1 FM and follow us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Talk City 91.1 FM, the number one talk station in Trinidad and Tobago.
Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago and the world. I'm Vermala Balkaran. Welcome to Trinidad and Tobago today. Let's take a look at what's trending this morning.
Every morning in Trinidad and Tobago, a new conversation begins. And right here, we take that conversation further, speaking with the stakeholders and voices behind the stories. From news and lifestyle to culture, health, and entertainment, we bring you the topics that matter most as you start your day. Join us weekdays, Monday to Friday at 6 a.m. Watch on TTT or join the conversation from anywhere on your smart device at TNT Today Show, Trinidad and Tobago Today. Exclusively on TTT.
The 12th Man, Season 7, coming soon to TTT.
The conversations shaping our nation, the decisions affecting our future, the issues impacting you. Now, more than ever, it's time to bring them into focus. From politics and public policy to sports, entertainment, and the voices of everyday citizens, a new perspective is coming to Saturday mornings. Focus, People, and Politics. Coming soon, exclusively on TTT.
customers facing a challenge that no one seems willing to address. Connect with Sharon. Whatever the issue, Sharon Farfan is ready to listen, ask the tough questions, and help you get answers. Don't just complain. Connect with Sharon. Connect with Sharon. Real people, real issues, real solutions. Now at a new time, Mondays to Thursdays from 12:10 p.m. to 1 p.m. on Talk City 91.1 FM.
Welcome back to Connect with Sharon. And yes, we said Monday to Thursdays, but for this week, we'll be here every single day. So this week will be Monday to Friday. Yeah, so you can also catch me on Friday of this week. 622-4911. Well, the city of Port of Spain seems to have people who are not too happy with what's happening in the capital city. So several members of the public are telling us they're concerned about the number of homeless people all over the city. They're saying these homeless people approach them and they're very intimidating. They go so far as to grab the possessions of store owners and pedestrians alike and then run off with it. Some people claim that they come up in their face and try to do all sorts of things to touch them and grab them and things like that. So that is one. They're also telling us of an abandoned building, partly standing property that once housed a casino, which has been used as a dumping site for garbage. They're saying it poses a danger to health and also to life, because besides the rats and flies and all the garbage, undesirable persons are seen lurking or hiding there. So they're asking if something could be done to remove the street dwellers from roaming the city streets, and also requesting that maybe the city corporation have the owner of these properties secure these abandoned premises. Now, we have passed on both concerns to the Port of Spain Mayor. Good afternoon to you, Mayor Allen. And we do hope that something comes out of it. I'm sure he's going to do whatever is necessary to address the issues here. Yeah, so we really hope to see the capital city, looking at the capital city when we were children, you know. So good afternoon to all the Port of Spain City Corporation and to all those who utilize the service and the businesses in Port of Spain. All right, so we're talking about a retirement benefit. Okay, let's pause there. Good afternoon to you. Welcome, you're on.
Hello, good day.
Yeah, good day. Good afternoon.
Trying to get on to Sharon.
This is Sharon. You're live on Connect with Sharon.
I am just calling to put the ARIMA licensing office under Officer Jones at the head of the class. I visited there last week and the service was par excellence. So I just think that I should have called in and mentioned that. Thank you.
You're most welcome, sir. Yeah? All right, and kudos to those at the ARIMA licensing office. They're talking about excellent service there, so that's another one out of the Port of Spain area. The second one, what is the first one again? That dealt Legal Affairs ARIMA, and now a licensing officer ARIMA. What? Very good. It's good news. Lovely to hear these responses or feedbacks. All right, so Polly is saying to us, well, Polly, I know that you had some difficulty of a speech impairment, and that's okay. So I know you were very troubled when you called and you're feeling badly. Polly, don't feel badly. Feel free to call again if you need to. We'll be very patient and listen to you. Regarding your retirement benefit issue, we know that one of your relatives were also trying to follow up on it for you. We have passed it on to the folks at NIB, Polly, and they are going to investigate and they will contact you, all right? So, but if you need to call us, Polly, I don't want you to hesitate, all right? Your speech problem has nothing to do with you. You're a really special person and you need help just like everybody else. So we will be most patient, nothing to feel worried about or embarrassed about at all. All right, so you have a good day. And Carol is telling us that she purchased a refrigerator from a store this time in Port of Spain, a small appliance store, and she's been given the runaround because she's been attempting to have the technician come by again for the fourth time to carry out repairs to this refrigerator. Caller is saying she's very hurt because she paid cash for this in February this year, and there seems to be problems. Water in the deep freeze compartment, and it's frosting and making ice. It's supposed to be a no frost refrigerator, so why is there ice? Why is there frost? We have reached out to that appliance store, and they have assured us that you will be contacted and the matter will be dealt with. And Horace, we have passed on your concern to the folks at the Port of Spain General Hospital regarding the letter which you dropped off. Someone will contact you. They're going to look for that letter. Someone will contact you and they'll take it forward from there. Thanks very much to the folks at the Port of Spain General Hospital and the folks at the Northwest for your time and consideration in that matter. We are told of a water leak in the vicinity, somewhere there in the Laventille, Eastern Main Road in Laventille. But we need to get from you. You hung up so quickly, Mr. Lizama, exactly where along the Eastern Main Road in Laventille. We need to get that from you so we can pass it on to WASA. And regarding the WASA issue, where Mrs. Inal Singh was saying that you all did some work in her area in central Trinidad, and right after you left last year, her household was not receiving water supply, similar to the gentleman in Port of Spain and another one in Belmont and another one. So it's a similar situation. In the case of the one in Belmont, in the case of the one in Port of Spain, WASA took care of that, and he's now receiving a supply. Johan, after 4 years, they did some repairs. Everybody else got their water back after repairs were done, and this one household didn't receive a supply for 4 years, and the man was back and forth to queue place to every agency, sending letters, sending emails, and it was resolved just a couple of weeks ago, about 3 weeks ago, when we spoke with the authority. And it was just he said, Sharon, would you believe it's just a simple thing for them to do to make sure that I'm getting water? That must have been really, really hard. I would have felt really terrible. Yeah, but okay. Yeah, but all right. And in this instance, this is since the last year. So your concern, Mrs. Inal Singh, is engaging the attention of WASA. They're going to work on it, and you'd have water running through your taps before the end of the week. All right, so we're holding them to that. Good afternoon to you. All right, we missed that one. Let's try. Feel free to try again. 622-4911. All right, so let's switch a little bit to community, a public service announcement from the folks at WASA. So mechanical issues are affecting operations at the School Street Booster. So Upper School Street, St. Francois Street, Seaview Hill, Lansmeton, Amosville, Mackenzie Drive, Sonora Park. In the Carenage area, WASA is saying your water supply will be back on Wednesday at 8 p.m. Yeah, so you gotta find ways of making sure you have a supply for tomorrow and at least most of the day on Wednesday. So Sonora Park, Mackenzie Drive, Seaview Hills, Upper School Street, Carenage and environs, your water supply would return at 8 p.m. on Wednesday. And here's another for other parts of Carenage, this time Upper Abbey Pujard, Upper Hague Street, St. Nicholas Street, Moyer Street, Neckles Drive and Mount Pleasant. In Carenage, there are electrical issues now affecting operations at the Scorpion Booster. In this instance, it's a Scorpion Booster, and your pipe-borne supply would return on Wednesday at 4 p.m. Yeah, take note of that. Good afternoon to you. Okay, let's try that again. Good afternoon, caller.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Sorry, let me turn off my mic.
Please. Thanks.
Hi. Okay, I would love to leave my name, but I don't want to be...
No, don't give your name and personal information on air. Just tell us what the concern is, please.
Okay, I have applied for my pension in Port of Spain since about a year and something ago. They have asked me for documents which I have just provided them.
Documents relating to what, sir? I'm missing little bits of what you're saying.
Okay. I have applied for my pension in Port of Spain, right? Area.
Yeah.
And they've been asking me for documents continuously, which I have given to them all and more than one. The last thing they said is that, I am not well physically, okay? A stroke and heart attack and all these things. So they seem to have some concerns that I don't know what it is, but anyhow. The last thing they asked me for, they said they saw my marriage certificate as an electronic engineer, right? Yeah. And they had to investigate that. I don't understand, right? So I'm trying to understand what is the meaning of all of this, because my wife maintains me and she maintains our household. I have a sister who gives me $200 a month, and that's about it.
All right, so you applied at the Port of Spain Office of Social Welfare, and
I did.
How long ago did you apply to the office there?
Last year, August.
August last year. All right. And you're saying that you have provided them with all the information, all the paperwork which they requested.
All the time, and
all right.
They didn't have no officer
we got that.
for a period of time, and then they got an officer who left after a week or two.
Okay.
Then they got another officer who left, and then so forth, and then
got it. So what you
we have an officer now.
Yeah. So what you are saying is you want to know what is the key back? Why?
Yeah, because you know what? It makes me feel as though they don't want to at all. That's what my feelings
all right.
are.
So what we're going to do is if you could just bear with me a little bit, I'd like you to call off air and leave your name and number. So call at 622-4141.
622-4141.
And just leave your name and contact number, and we'll talk all the other personal bits of information when we off air, okay?
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome,
call
sir.
Now or call a little later.
You can call now, or you can wait till around 1 and keep calling.
All right, 622-4141.
Yes, sir, that's it.
I know I'm not asking for anybody.
You're just leaving your name and contact number for Connect with Sharon for me.
Okay, no problem.
You're welcome.
Yes.
All right.
Okay, thank you.
You're most
Bye-bye.
welcome. All right, and here's here's another one. Good afternoon. Oh, we're getting a feedback. Could you take the volume right off or move away, please? Good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon, Ms. Sharon. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
This is Amir Island Girl. Got the water now. We get water Saturday night, and we still have water in the line.
Which area is this?
This Conjal now. Conjal Barakpur.
All right.
So thanks very much for you for assisting us for getting the water now.
Okay, you're welcome, sir.
And you have a good day, Ms. Sharon.
You too. All right.
Thanks for everything.
You're welcome. Thanks very much to the folks at Wassa, Kunjal Road, Barakpur. They've got water Saturday and they still have water. Thank you so much. I know the residents are probably so relieved. They were having a really tough time not receiving a supply. But Dairy Road, Windsor Road, Diamond Road, and environs out there in the central part of Trinidad. Remember the installation of the pressure reducing valve to the 4-inch main. Remember that disruption takes place tomorrow from 8 in the morning, and you will receive water just after 4 again tomorrow. So just take note of that you will be without water for a couple hours. That's those areas. Welcome, good afternoon. Caller, go ahead, please.
Hello?
Yes, you're on.
Okay,
take the volume. If you're listening to the radio, so take the volume off. Just listen on your handset, please.
Okay.
It's going to get a little confusing.
The street light in front where I live,
Uh-huh.
89, it was like, well, it lights every so often, it's the car light and the switch off. However, in Dogan Villa, which is next to me, there's a street light like day and night. It's not lighted. And the street light in front of me is not lighted. Not only that, there's a manhole in front of the street light, and it's not a proper cover on it.
Okay.
People have fallen there already.
All right, so you're talking about which area, sir?
Petty Valley, sorry.
Petty Valley, all right. I don't want to take too much personal information here, so if you can call
Right,
and
call
leave...
number 89.
Yeah, if you can call, I wouldn't ask you what street yesterday, so don't tell me the street or anything. I want you to call off air and leave your name and number at 622-4141.
Yes, I'll do that, right.
Yeah, just leave your name and number and we'll talk and you'll give me the other bits of information.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Now, one of the reasons why I don't like to get the street when you call for the street light is because we don't want undesirable characters to come around the area. All right, so we'll just call it a general area and maybe the light pole number, but hold the street for a little bit, yeah? So we'll talk off air caller from the Petty Valley area and you'll give us the rest of the information. Now, the Eastern Regional Health Authority wants to inform you, the public, or those of you who utilize the Brothers Road Outreach Center. Now, remember, the Outreach Center is similar to a health center. It's just that there are more facilities available there, right? So the Brothers Road Outreach Center will be closed from Thursday of this week right until, Independence Day, Monday the 31st. So the Brothers Road Outreach Center will be closed from Thursday 27th August, that's this Thursday, right up until Monday 31st of August. It's just to facilitate roof repairs, all right? So while it is closed, you may access your health care at the Rio Claro Health Center for the next couple of days, as of from Thursday till Monday. All right, so just take note of that. And to the person who has been asking us about the food handlers badge application process, you can call the Chaguanas Borough Corporation at 671-6715. That's 671-6715. And the extension is 3027 or 3031. All right, it's a public health unit, and you can get the rest of the information there. Because you wanted to ask some other questions which are not on the release which we got. All right, so call 671-6715. That's the public health unit at the Chaguanas Borough Corporation, and the extension will be 3027 or 3031. Let's go to our phone line. Good afternoon. You're on, caller. Go ahead, please.
Afternoon, Sharon.
Welcome.
I am the caller who call concerning this your overgrown land. The council gave you wrong information. That lot that's overgrown, it is the man's private property, that is not in court. I called him and I let him know that is not in court, that's a different, that is his private property. So he gave you wrong information.
Okay, so the property that you were talking about is not what the council responded to, so you made an error.
No, I called him and I tell him about it, and
All right, so he's going to correct it. He's going to see what they can do to move in.
Well, as when you call him and he said he's going to send a cleanup.
All right, he was going to ask. He was going to go through it through public health.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that is
so
not
that's the option. All right, okay, so that's the option.
Yes.
Well, we'll talk with him and let him know that you all spoke and if that option is still remains, okay?
Yes, thanks very much.
You're most welcome. All right. 622-4911. There's another. Okay. Let me just also respond quickly. Thanks very much to the folks at NIB for resolving the concern of Mr. Stafford. We are very, very grateful. Ashton, your concern has been resolved by the folks at the Eric Williams Medical Sciences Complex. You got a copy of that medical report, which is good. Call out there in Pittsburgh. We have spoken to your bank of transaction and the difficulty you're facing regarding that account and the confusion with the account. Someone from that bank is to call you. So just take note of that. That's a caller from Pittsburgh. You know who you are. That will be Mrs. King. All right, so the bank will call you before the end of today. Thanks very much to the folks at TNTech for resolving the concern of the light pole out there in Arima that Primati called about. Thank you so very much. We are very much grateful. And the 2-year water issue where Ashton said he paid for water connection 2 years ago. And up to this time, the line has not been connected to so that he can receive a supply in his house. WASA has taken note of your concern and it is being worked on. The callers in Glencoe, WASA has been told of the various portions of the roadway where they dug and left and exposing again the pipelines which were already repaired. We've asked them to come in and do the necessary repairs and they have assured us they will. Good afternoon to you, caller. Go ahead, please.
Good afternoon.
Welcome.
Is it possible I could speak to Sharon, please?
This is Sharon. You're on Connect with Sharon. Talk with us. We're ready to listen.
All I want is a bulb put in on a light pole.
And what area is this, sir? Where do you live? Just the area?
Cashew Gardens, Chaguanas.
Cashew Gardens. And the bulb is blown?
Yeah.
How long ago?
Pole number 53.
All right, and how long has it been blown?
A little while now. So about a year now.
That's not a little, that's a long time. A year? Have you all made reports?
About a year now. Since the last government was in power, over a year now.
Did you report it to TNTech?
No, this is the first time I retire, so home, so I feel
Well, you're supposed to call, you're supposed to give TNTech the opportunity to respond first. You're supposed to call TNTech first and tell them about it.
But you have a number for TNT?
No, I don't, but I'm just telling you that that's your first resort should be the agency, and your last resort should be us if they're giving you the runaround. But anyway, since you already called, could you call off air and leave your name and number? And we will take that information and have TNTech address it for you since you called us, okay?
I appreciate
Of course, we'll do that for you.
Thank you.
All right, so
very
you're
much.
calling at 622-4141.
That your number to call now?
Yeah, and leave your name and number.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
So when you do call us, we'll take the name of the street and so on, so that, so that you'll be much safer there. Well, on that note, we have a final call. You see, Johan begged for you, and good afternoon to you, caller.
Hello.
Welcome.
Ma'am, this is the caller. You call in just a little bit and find out if anybody called me for the poll number. This is the next poll number I have to give you here.
Wait, you called on air a short while ago?
No, you call me.
When did I call you?
Today, about a half an hour now.
Okay, well, all right. What is this about?
This is the next poll I told you about. The next poll, what the light blow. And you tell me you want the number for the poll.
All right, well, could you just give me your first name, please?
Ramney. No. Delary.
All right. I have your phone number, do I?
Yes.
Okay.
774.
Okay. I can't remember. There's so many. Forgive me. There's so many people who talk to me. And you were supposed to give us the number of another poll which is giving problems.
Yes. I have the number here.
All right. Well, could you give us that number off air? Could you just leave your name and number again off air, and we'll call you?
Okay.
Yeah, but I'll check and see. Since you gave me your first name, I'll check and see, and I'll call you, and you'll give me the number of the other poll.
Okay, no problem.
You're welcome,
No problem.
and thanks for calling. We do appreciate it, though. Yeah. All right, it's just I just kind of mixed up with exactly which area you're calling from and so on. Well, on that note, we bid you a good afternoon. Talk with you again, folks, tomorrow. Do take care in the meantime.